Hey unicorns, welcome to the start of the vlog. Girl, we need some lotion. Honey, y'all know it get to that season. That season when that skin, how my skin is set up, ash is very apparent. Let me move. Welcome to the start of the vlog. It's November 1st. A lot of live content hitting right now on the channel. So by the time you see this, I'm either November or December, child. Okay, so welcome. Okay, welcome in. Thank you to all the new subscribers that have recently subscribed. I hope you find some great book recommendations and some encouragement in the Lord, because we all need that in this day and time, okay? Tomorrow is the live with my bestie Monique. I am so excited. And Monique and me days are literally the best days. And so I just have so much fun. It's just a place where I could just be Chrissy, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, wear a lot of different hats, mother, daughter, you know, career girly, you know, all those different hats that we wear on a day-to-day basis. But I see you, sis. I see your struggle. I see the things that you're trying to navigate through, and the Lord is with you. So if anything, I'm standing in solidarity with you, child, because it's wild out here in these days streets. I'm currently reading 3 by Ted Dekker. Okay, buddy reading that with my girl Teresa. Y'all already know Teresa and I stay buddy reading. Also Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier. Now if your name is Rebecca, I'm not talking about you, but this Rebecca that's on page in Daphne du Maurier's book, I'm just saying I called it. I'm just saying I called it. And I also am acknowledging that I'm officially a gothic romance girly. Here I am. I'm in the club because, girl, listen, I am here for the gothic romance. I didn't know that that was something that I would enjoy. And also, I didn't realize that it has such like a grimy, dark aspect to it. And I really love like books that explore human behavior and why humans do what we do. Because of sin in this world, child, we got a sin sickness. And so sin has made us depraved. So I know why. Other factors into it as well, and that's just so fascinating to me. And Daphne du Maurier's writing is just top tier with Kelli and Bethany. We the Daphne girlies. So I've enjoyed reading Daphne du Maurier's books with them, and it's just been fantastic. I've had a little mail come in. I've had a little mail, and as you know, I'm on a book buying ban, okay? Because girl, we're going to have some self-control. And this is a great area to practice self-control and discipline in as well. So, but that don't include pre-orders. And the rule with the pre-orders is I can't pre-order a book in the current month that I'm in. So if I find out there's a book that's pre-ordered and I missed it, well, girl, child, I'm just out back. So I had some pre-orders in. So let me show you. So I recently I think I was watching Most Anticipated Reads. I'm not really sure whose video I saw it on. I'm super excited to actually read this book. I feel like book 2 is coming out soon, but this is just like a re-release. I'm not sure, y'all. I'm not sure, but it's giving Christian fantasy and I'm here for it. A desperate mission, sinister sorcery. Can she find the 7 prism shards to stop the world from being destroyed? Girl, she knows her destiny. We love a character who loves her destiny. And the Pied de Resistance, the series that's taken us all by the chokehold. It don't matter what genre you prefer. It's taking you to by the chokehold, okay? Myself included, okay? Book 4 in the Timeless series, Across the Ages, okay? Dedicated vlog coming for this, whether you done seen it already or it's coming, best believe this needs its own individual vlog. It does. Such a beautiful story about a legacy of time crossers, Christian historical fiction, romance, beautiful faith. It is literally one of the best series I have read, and I'm telling you, I just highly recommend this. So I'm super excited. I was super stoked to get it. My copy came in really early, so won't it do it? Yes, it will. We'll see what the rest of this vlog gonna be, huh? We gonna see. I hope that neighbor's dog ain't bothering you. I hope y'all ain't heard him barking this whole time. We'll keep him on the prayer line too. We'll keep him on the prayer line. this? A women's event. Let's just say that. We're at a women's event, having a good time. We got our baggies. We're supposed to be inside, but we haven't gone in yet. It's always a hoot. Bye.
Fully, every day of your life was well known to him before even one of them came to be. The very hairs on your head are numbered. He knows your coming and going, and every word you will ever say. All of your sorrows and each tear you've cried are recorded in his scrolls. Deeply loved one, you are here by divine design. And so here we have a little bit of the October spread I did, and I am loving all of the fall washi tape and the fall stickers. It is just so good for my soul. I actually was on a hunt a few weeks ago to find some brown girl stickers, and as you can see here, the piedra resistante is the brown girl with a bouquet of sunflowers. I love this sticker. Couldn't figure out where to put it, but it had to go on the main landing page. And of course, the sassy brown girl for Monday, and just some inspirational stickers as well. I really, really love how these spreads turned out. On the second week, I definitely have some cozy sayings here and cozy food, and the brown girl at the pumpkin patch. We love to see it. So originally the audio that I had for this wasn't that good, so I had to re-record it, which would be why, it may sound like I'm actually giving you the synopsis of what's going on, but honey child, it's audio from the future. Chrissie from the past. And these brown girl stickers were just everything, you guys. I will definitely link the sticker shops that I got these stickers from. I am all in now. I already have my winter and a couple of spring brown girl bookish stickers in the mail. They're incoming, en route. And so I'm super, super excited to continue this kind of aesthetic planning, inviting Holy Spirit in to all of the many things that I do, whether they be big or small. And I find that there's so much peace, there's so much freedom in just allowing the Holy Spirit into every single room, every single space within my heart. And let me tell you, the Lord definitely showed himself strong the month of October, and I just thank him for his goodness. And listen, this probably is my favorite spread. And by the way, my Ravens did win that game in October. But let me move.
Much later.
Hey, so I wanted to give an update. Really enjoying this last part of October. What am I saying? It's October 30th and I got 1.5 days to get some books done. Will she do it? Probably not. But I'm going to just tell you where I'm at right now. Fool's Quest. Penny, I know. I thank you for being on my bed. I thank you for being right here on my bed. 70% of the way through Fool's Quest. What can I say? What can I say that I haven't said about Hobb already? The writing is beautiful. The plot in this one is very interesting. Like, I wonder if Fitz is going to go where I think he's going to go. One thing that I really am enjoying about seeing older Fitz is how he really is as an assassin. Like, all the way through the series, we've seen different sides of him. But with this, we go into some of that grimy dark, and that side of Fitz is like, oh, okay, so there's a reason why he's crazy. Okay, it makes complete sense. Like, before, I was like, oh, he's been through emotional trauma. Absolutely, 1000%. There's a reason why folks are scared of him. There's a reason why he got 3-4 different names out in the streets. 3 by Ted Dekker. I would say I'm about halfway through this, and y'all already know I was so nervous to read a Ted Dekker thriller. First thriller I read by him earlier this year was called Skin, and man, it was fantastic. 3 is highly lauded by a lot of people who really enjoy Ted Dekker's thrillers. I was introduced to Ted Dekker's fantasy before his thrillers. Buddy reading this with my girl Teresa. The audiobook is good. The narrator, he doesn't switch his voices up. He doesn't really put as much effort into the voices, but that's okay. We're here for the plot and the story. Really enjoying this. This follows a young priest who gets a mysterious phone call from a man named Slater, and Slater gets him to do all kinds of very crazy, suspicious things, and ain't nobody safe. We might have an unreliable narrator, some twists and turns about who is who. I am here for it, and so I'm really enjoying this. It's not as scary as I thought it would be. It's very intense. There are some unsettling parts. Very, very fun time, and I'm very curious to see where it's gonna go. The perfect book to read for fall. Rebecca. I think I might be a gothic romance girly. Like, I think that might be where my nuance to my reading is. Like, I feel like I've discovered quite a few things about my reading this year, and Daphne du Maurier has definitely sealed that for me. You know what I'm saying? Miss Danvers is so creepy, y'all. Ma'am, do you have to be so creepy? Okay, y'all, if you've read this, you know the part I'm talking about. She giving folks tours, and on this tour, her crazy really come out the bag. Unsettling thing I have read, and I am here for it. I ate it all up. Daphne can write. I don't foresee this book disappointing me. Honestly, I think it's already giving a 5-star for me. I'm really glad I read the books the way I did. Shout out to my buddy reading girls, Bethany and Kelli. Kelli has read all of these with me. Like, Kelli and I read Jamaica M, and then Bethany joined us and we read My Cousin Rachel. We out here reading the books. I just want to read all her books in. So if there is a Daphne du Maurier that I have not previously mentioned and it's one of your favorites, put it in the comments below. 40% of the way through this book. I definitely gonna share my thoughts at the end of this vlog. Okay? But Miss Danvers, we need to keep her on the prayer call. We let's talk about my thoughts on the books I read, okay? 3 by Ted Dekker. This was such a good time. Like I said before, I buddy read this with Teresa, especially as someone who really enjoys psychological thrillers, mystery thrillers. Like, thrillers are just my big. And so I'm so glad I was able to finish this. I ended up giving this book 4 stars. Really does remind me a lot of House of Leaves. It really explores mental health in a way that has a faith outlook to it that is very, very unexpected when you're reading it, because it's set up with this probing question about what sin is, why do we sin, can we be free from sin? You know, those are the questions that Ted Dekker presents in this story through the narrative of the main character. And man, it is so good. Not as unsettling as I thought it would be. And that's all I'll say about this, because I don't want to go into it. If you enjoy psychological thrillers, this is for you. This didn't get a 5-star level. I think I'm more into thriller, fast-paced thrillers. I still like Skin better than 3, because Skin I read earlier this year and I give it 5 stars. It just had all the things that I really enjoy. This is also really, really good. But yeah, it definitely gave me a splash of House of Leaves. And if you read House of Leaves, then you know this is really good for sure. Becca. This exceeded my expectations. Everyone that told me Rebecca was better than the other books that I read by Daphne du Maurier, which was Jamaica Inn and My Cousin Rachel, I see now, and I'm in complete agreement. This book is a work of art. This is not a psychological thriller, but man, it has that slow burn, that build up, that tension of revealing things about the different characters in this book. Everyone starts off as kind of a bit of a shadow. And then over the course of the book, you begin to see how demented some of these folk are, okay? Rebecca, written by Daphne du Maurier, is a gothic noir classic at this stage. I'm so glad I read it. This has to be one of my favorite books that I've read so far in November. I had so much fun reading it with Bethany and Kelli. I really enjoy like these kind of dark gothic romances, but not romantic. This has some romantic elements, but it's kind of toxic. I'm not gonna hold you. Like most of Daphne du Maurier's books that paints everybody as, you know, crazy. You know, her endings are so ambiguous between her and Stuart Turton. I will go with their ambiguous endings. How do you end a book? And how do you, I really enjoyed exploring how age plays on relationship dynamics, how confidence and self-awareness can destroy or build up a relationship. Not just romantic relationships, but relationships. And if you know, you already know. Not much content. It's fairly clean for the most part, but it can be quite unsettling. Mrs. Danvers, let me move. But I had a good time with this. and the Pied de Resistance. Fool's Quest by Robin Hobb. Let's get on there on those annotations. This is book 2 in the Fitz and the Fool trilogy. This is the final trilogy in the realm of the Elderlings, which is a 16-book epic saga following Fitz, Chivalry, and other characters in this expansive and emotionally impactful world. I can't believe I'm already at the end. It's here, and okay, let me move. I'm trying to get my thoughts because I haven't really talked about my thoughts in totality. So here we are. Let's just go on the journey. We are following Fitz, who's about 65 years old man Fitz. And I can say that I am still learning so much about this character. Like, there are moments and times when you think he's going to respond the way he's responded the past 30-some years, child, okay? And he actually does the right thing. I'm so proud of him. I am. To see him grow and to see him still struggle with so many things that occurred in his youth, it really shows how, even though we can be healed from things that happened in our youth, in our childhood, young adulthood, even our adulthood, the consequences of those actions or those omissions can still follow us and can be seen and can play out among those that you love. It caused me as a reader to be quite introspective and to really consider where my life has gone up until this point in time. And I thank the Lord for his grace, okay? But as far as Fitz Chivalry, to see him be acknowledged, to see him let go of the former things and to really step into his destiny. And it's starting to kind of come full circle. Everything converges in this book. And by that, I mean pretty much everything that's happened in the realm of the Elderlings up until this point really converges in this book. And the last 15% of this book really gets your heartstrings. I have cried all the tears that can be cried. I'm storing it up for the final book. Beautiful, poignant moments that did bring me to tears in this book. And it really shows how there is beauty in the mess. There is the beauty for ashes is what the Lord gives to us. And I really feel that Robin really gave Fitz beauty in this book. And yet there are quite a few ashes as well. There's quite a few things that are absolutely horrific. And I couldn't imagine him going through the unimaginable. His dynamics with his closest and dearest friends, the love that he finds and fights for those that come to him seeking mentorship and seeking a father figure, and Fitz's humility in that. You know, he's such a humble man. And then also seeing Fitz really getting his assassin bag. Because I will say, up until this entire series, it doesn't really get into graphic details about how he does what he does. In this book, oh, Fitz, he finally let your crazy out. Okay. That was so refreshing and a bit jolting. But how Robin penned it to page, it was just fantastic. So again, I'm definitely going to be sharing more thoughts. I have the vlog that I'm working on for this book as I'll unpack this. And I might just clip this one little section and put it in that video, child. That's what I might do. How can I go back and talk about this book some more? It's just so hard. But 5 stars. I had a wonderful time with this. And yeah, we're at the end of the road now. Let me know in the comments down below if you've read any of the books that I read in this vlog. Pray the Lord strengthen you during this season, that you are willing to surrender all to him and to trust him with your life, that you open up every room of your heart to the Lord, because he is knocking and he is desiring to come in to give you strength, to give you comfort, to give you life more abundantly if you but answer the door. That don't mean your life gonna be easy. That don't mean the problems won't arise, but it does mean he will be with you, even to the end of the age. Thank you so much for watching.
Thank you so much for being here.
I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.